Now, Matt is every father's dream. All fathers want their daughters to meet a good guy who will treat her well. And if he's smart and has an interesting job, that's great. And if he actually makes a decent living, that's a grand slam. Well, I can say Matt has them all, and on top of all of that, he wins the Triple Crown for having a sense of humor, and more importantly, being able to tolerate my sense of humor.
You are among the most cherished people in Lexie and Matt's lives. On their behalf, I thank you for sharing this day with them.
But the nights can't hide the days. Whoa, that the tears roll down her face. And the light exposes eyes as she's dying to say, just take me away.
Finally, this wouldn't be a toast to Lexie without mentioning something that all of her friends and family know and love, which is her twisted sense of humor. Underneath the intelligence and professionalism lines of mine so warped it would shock you.
Matt, you have to stay turned around, okay?
And Matt and Lexie together. Since the day they started dating, Matt has been completely smitten with Lexie. As I mentioned before, I've known him for a while, and I have seen his many relationships. Okay, not many. I have witnessed his few relationships, and I've never seen him be so proud of his girlfriend's accomplishments. Every time Matt would come down for a visit, he couldn't stop talking about all the things Lexie was doing with her training and schooling, and how cool it was. He was always so proud of everything you've done and continue to do.
White paper, blue pen, all my thoughts of you descend into bits of verse and scraps of rhyme, pretty words in ink and time. It's in the way you run through my veins. An old piano and a blues song you sang to me when I was so
Is the L word in there?
young.
Which L word? You're so good to me. When I first started thinking about what to say for my vows, I began by making a list. Every time it struck me how much I love you, I wrote it down. It's a very long list, so here are just a few entries. That's all you get.
Tunes they will not suffice, nor clever lyrics do you write. It's in the way you run through my veins.
That's so sweet. I know, like, just down.
Blank canvas.
This is Matt. From our first kiss ever to our first kiss as husband and wife, you have been the most incredible partner I could have asked for. I can't wait to marry you and spend the rest of my life having amazing adventures with you. I love you more than I'll ever be able to tell you. Because we haven't had our first kiss as husband and wife yet, so how does she know?
Could be a massive letdown, right?
You're Mr. Technical.
This was the bench on the Charles River where we had our first kiss on our first date.
Because, for one thing, it was much colder on the water than I expected, so I didn't really dress warmly enough. Two,
Headlights were on, right?
she's sitting over here, I'm sitting over here. The wind is whipping and coming at me from this direction. So, I'm thinking about the kiss, and every time I turn to her, the wind hits me in the face and my lips dry out like it's gonna be terrible. And like my nose starts to run a little bit. So I'm like, I turn back and I like moisten my lips and I turn again and I dry out. So I'm like, I gotta go in fast.
Matt is a smart, good-looking, perceptive, technologically obsessed, funny, kind, can-do guy who found in my beloved niece, Lexie, a smart, accomplished, good-looking, high-maintenance, fun-loving healer, a partner who's the perfect yin to his yang.
Truly, I wouldn't have any other brother. Matt's love and support of me is probably the single biggest factor for me becoming the person I am today. And as Matt was such a great older brother to me, he has now taken to his role as an uncle to my children. He's likely going to end up putting them through college. And I'm counting on it too.
Crazy as life goes, we'll write a story we tell to a very own. So let's live, lost in the moment, taking it all in as we go. You know I'm counting on you.
As a final note about Matt, when he spoke to Amy and me to ask for our blessing to marry Lexie, I said, of course, but that I felt I had to warn him that Lexie has very expensive tastes. And after a pause, he just said, I know, I love everything about her. That says it all.
Feel the wind on the open highway. All I need is the breeze and your love. You know I'm counting on you, not running. Stay with me, let it keep on coming.
She don't know what she wants to be. All the pictures in the magazines, holding hands, but she's mad at me, cause she don't wanna go, don't wanna go. I'm better at anthropology, a purple boots and a golden dreams, standing there like a Tennessee queen, singing don't look at me, don't look at me, singing oh, oh, won't you help me sing this song, singing E, 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 she don't ever wanna go to sleep, singing don't want the drum just to kiss before I leave. Hey lady, don't say maybe, you're the one that I can believe. Hey lover, don't want no other thing before my ring. Hey mama, hey, hey mama, hey mama, hey, hey mama, hey mama, hey, hey mama, hey mama, hey, hey mama. Oh, 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 oh. Don't want the drama, just a kiss before I leave. Hey lady, don't say maybe, you're the one that I can believe. Hey lover, don't want no other thing before my
I could go on about what a great doctor she is and what a loyal friend she is and how devoted and in love this wonderful couple are, but some things are just obvious. All I can say is that Lexie is my best, my most cherished, and my oldest friend. I wish you love, I wish you laughter, and I wish you happily ever after.
I've thought a lot about marriage this last year as I wrote down what I wanted to say to you today and decided that my thoughts are pretty simple. There are some things that you can't control. For those things, I wish you good fortune. For the things which you do have control over, there are only a few that I think are essential to a happy marriage. They include good humor, friendship, loyalty, and above all, abiding love.
We are all a little weird, and life's a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love.
When I first started thinking about what to say for my vows, I began by making a list. Every time there was a moment when it struck me how much I love you, I wrote it down. It was a very long list. So here are just a few of them. I love you because when I am hurt, you know how to fix me. You remember the things that I forget, plan the things that I'm unable to plan. I love you because you're so strong and determined. You know what your dreams are, and you pursue them unrelentingly. I love you because you make me feel like the person I've always wanted to be. You help give me the confidence I never knew I could have. You always make my day a little better. When I'm at home and I hear you start to unlock the door, I get so excited to see you every time. And then I get so disappointed when I realize it's just the neighbors. I have to admit, I struggled a bit with what to promise you. Should I promise you to love you forever? I certainly will. But I love you constantly and effortlessly. I can hardly imagine being able to stop. It seems like a strange thing to promise. Should I promise to stay with you forever? Of course. But that's just self-interest. Why would I leave? I promise to always support you when you're stressed, to listen and be understanding. I promise to hold you when you need to be held. And I promise to let you go when you need to be free. I promise to take out the trash on a regular basis. I promise to always be the best man I can be for you and to make you the happiest woman. These promises I make to you today and every day. I love you.
Matt, when we first met, you told me that when love is right, it's easy. And at the time, this seemed like a very foreign concept, because I thought love was something you have to work at. But of course, you were right. And I love you not only because our relationship has been nothing but easy, but because you are so right for me. I love you because you always keep me laughing, and you don't let me take myself too seriously. I love you because you know what's important and what isn't important. And you help me not to worry too much about the not important things. I love you because you're smarter than I am, and only occasionally let me know it. I love you because of your warmth, your kindness, and your compassion, and because you are an incredibly good-hearted man. I love you because you are so wonderfully supportive. I love you because while I am out attempting to save others, you are the one saving me. I love you because with you I am the very best version of myself. Now that I know you, I can't imagine my life without you. Besides, who would kill the spiders? I promise to always make time for you, even during the night shifts, 30-hour calls, and other craziness that comes with my life. I promise to try to never take you for granted or lose sight of how amazing what we have is. I promise to laugh every day, often at myself, and to try to make you laugh every day. I promise to be the best wife for you that I can, but mostly, I promise to love you every day for the rest of my life. These promises I make to you today and every day. I love you.